The day we have all feared would come has come. One of our favourite regions has left the club on transfer deadline day in January. I fought against it. The board insisted on selling him. Who do you think it is? Go on, take your guess. If you said Antonio Giunti, you're wrong. If you said Miguel Silva, you're wrong. Someone did come in for Miguel Silva and he was quite unhappy I didn't let him go to Bournemouth, which was... I mean, he's like a 17-year-old girl who wants to go to Halo, which is a very niche joke about a club in Bournemouth. It's not important. The player did go to Bournemouth, and it was bloody Germano Arataria.
I know I'd go from rags to riches.
I'm going to miss saying his name more than anything because I love him. I think he's a really cool player. I think he's a brilliant player. Like, I genuinely think if we do end this series, I think I'll do a video simulating like 10 years in the future so we can see how good these players get. Germano Arataria is a player I feel could genuinely play for like a Real Madrid, Man City, Man United. He's awesome. He's absolutely awesome. He had a really good season for us. We got him for free. We've sold him half a year later for 3.8 million. The board sold him for 2. And I said, hold on a minute, lads. Let bloody big dick Jack Stevens into that negotiation room. And I slammed a blank cheque down on the table and I said, I'm going to write a number on there and that's what you're going to pay. And they negotiated back to me and we settled on this. It's about 2.8 immediately and another million over the next 2 seasons. But yeah, I think he's really good. It's a shame to lose him because we need a player like him in midfield. We don't really have anyone else with these kind of stats. But yeah, the first big sale. There were a few other sales of players that have been here for quite some time this window. Kun left at the start of January to our big rivals Famalicão. That one stung because we hate Famalicão. Jefferson, who's been here since the start, I guess he was a bit like our first German Alateria, like just an absolute engine in midfield who works really hard. He left, his contract was up at the end of the season, so I let him go early. Andre Diaz, the original Wonderkid, has gone 600k to Eibar. A lot of these sales were when we were trying to recruit Clayton Lubel, who sadly we never got hold of. He's averaging a 7.4 already at Fluminense, so it's a shame we didn't get him really, because he's clearly... I'm not bitter. And then we also let Kine Andro go for about 400k, because we have too many centre-backs as it is, with Thomas Jonas, Diego Colho, our captain, Pavel, Blanco, Marco Tanic. That's 5 centre-backs. But we did spend some of the German Arateria money. We spent 2 million on a centre-back. I regret it massively already. Our biggest ever signing, meet Bruno Torres. Plays for the Portuguese under-21s already, only 18. I like young Portuguese boys. Players, football players, I should make that abundantly clear. I had to try and find the best place to put my head here so you could see. He was at Laxios, who were in the Premier League, and he played half a season at Premier League football at the age of 18, so I liked him a lot. I think he's got really good stats. The issue is, we really didn't need a centre-half. Out of all the positions, this is the one we did not need. This is the one we brought. Well done, Jack. Masterclass. But the finances with that sale, we're above 9 million now. We're making good money. Form, though, since the cup loss, has not been good. Look, we just can't get any form going. We lost to Famalicão again. So if this is our last season, our big rivals Famalicão have done the double over us now. A 3-2 win against Gil Vicente and battering Estoril 5-0. That was pretty nice. Fang Ming Hao, I don't know if you can see it, or you can just about see. Fang Ming Hao scored that day. He doesn't play much anymore, not quite at the level, but it was good for him to get one last goal for us. But we did beat Slavia Prague 2-1. They had a sending off late on. It was a tough game, probably the toughest we've had in the Euro Cup conference so far. Obviously the second leg today, so it could all still go horribly wrong. But let's just watch this. The game-winning goal. Lovely football. Fang Ming Hao was on the pitch, bobbling it round. Socrates Jr. scoring the goal. First goal for the club, a wonder goal. He got the assist of the other goal. Socrates Jr. is ready for liftoff. I look brilliant today. I've got my main light on, my camera light and some red LEDs. I think I finally found the camera combination. I'm over the moon. It's not important. League-wise, it's tight. It's very tight. It's going to still take another sort of 2 months before we really even figure out where we can finish. But top 4 is still the priority that I'm laying down. But we've got some tricky games coming up. Thomas Aman, top scorer by a mile. So upset he's going to be leaving us. So we're away today against Alexios, who Bruno Torres actually joined us from. So we'll give him a run out, but we've got the second leg against Slavia Prague midweek. So we're going to have to play a little bit of a weekend team. Weekend. Fuck's sake. One other thing to note is I've been thinking, like, oh, Blanco's not playing well. He's averaging a 6.6. Our centre-backs last season were averaging a lot higher. There's been a patch on Football Manager recently, and apparently average ratings across the board are a lot lower. It's been a lot less generous than it used to be, because it was quite generous. So it looks like he's doing rubbish, and in my head he is doing rubbish, but maybe he's not doing that bad. Weirdly, look at the formation. You've probably been staring at it the whole time I was talking there, thinking, what are you doing? With Aratelia gone, we're kind of a midfielder short. That's really what I should have recruited for. We don't really have a ball-winning midfielder. Or not one that I feel comfortable playing anyway. So we're going to try this weird system with Klockner. Do you mind playing as an inverted winger? Yeah, let's get you on an inverted winger to cover that area. The squad is small. It's one of the first times I'm really noticing it. We've got quite a few injuries and we just don't have anyone on the bench. I tell you what, I've just thought of something. I said I wasn't going to show you every region we signed, because that way when they come into the team you'll be like, oh, who's he? Kyle McColgan is a really good ball-winning midfielder. I've definitely said his name wrong. If any of my Northern Irish, sorry if that's offensive, viewers, if I have any, are here, let me know how to say this guy's name. He's a bit tired, so he can't start today. Got him on a free. He could actually be a really good ball-winning midfielder. You might be seeing more of Kyle soon. Enough dilly-dallying. This is the team we're going with today. This is the first time we've played wingers since the days of Mies de Wit, which is exciting. I'm going to set us to focus our play down the right-hand side. We've got Miguel Silva and Klockner down there, so I'm hoping they can link up nicely. I mean, one thing I'll say, so far, no highlights, but they've had 4 shots, we've had 1. So maybe it's not working too well. Mane. He's so good at passing, Mane. I absolutely love him. Miguel Silva down the right. It's exactly what we wanted. Big man, Socrates Jr. Back to Miguel Silva. Can he whip it in? DeMarco saved. Out to Blanco. Back in. DeMarco scores. Happy days. Worked it nicely on the right-hand side. Good stuff. Does it end up on the left when the assist comes? Yes, maybe we should get Blanco more involved. What is that? I think Bruno Torres thinks he's still playing for Lexios with that pass, because that was dreadful. Ruiz running at his man. Don't let a cross come in. He's going to cut it back. He's going to cross it. I can see it coming. How is he so unmarked? I'm finding myself getting more and more frustrated at this lately. It's just, look, when this cross comes in, the centre-backs, they've got one job, haven't they, on crosses, really? Stop the cross, cut the passing lanes, or mark. I mean, none of them are doing this. Look, they just leave number 9, and he just doesn't track him at all. Bruno Torres, our most expensive signing by a mile, and he just does not really cut, spread, even taste the mustard. He's got nothing mustard about him at all. Lexios are coming down the wing again. Socrates Jr. cuts it out nicely and plays a lovely ball to Thomas Amang, who we know has got all the speed in the world. Amang, bloody hell, we hit that hard. He hits the crossbar, of course. We're probably quite lucky to be drawing at half-time. We're really out of form, out of sorts. We're going to change the system slightly, get Socrates Jr. involved a little bit more deeper, give Klockner and Silva a little bit more space to run into. We're not setting the world on fire lately. I know we had a long discussion about that phrase last time, so it's worth bringing up again. We're having the better of it this second half, though. Can either team take the lead, however? Is he going to go back out? Well done, Mane. Good tackle. I mean, all the luck in the world has made it fall back to him. It's just gone wide. I mean, that looked dangerous, didn't it? Mane goes long. Mane goes long. Get there, Giunti. Foul? Handball? Not given. Mane comes out of nowhere to win. I keep thinking it's going to be our highlight, and it's not. Bruno Torres has got done by a long ball. He's been ball watching. I'm going to tear my eyes out. I'm going to absolutely tear my eyes out. We just seem to be so much worse all of a sudden. Since like December. I don't even think you can put it down to losing Germano Aloteria. You are rubbish, Bruno Torres. What an absolute flop. What an absolute waste of money. Right, we'll go to very attacking. There's not enough time. A massive loss. What a way to start the episode. What a way to start my Friday. I'm absolutely ecstatic. I'm really, yeah, hey, shall we look at the job centre? This is sad to see, isn't it? I've got absolutely no friends in the world of football. Me and Frank Hayes are distant. He's literally, I've never even played against him in football. He's only managed in France, I've only managed in Portugal. What has happened between us to make us have a distant relationship? Who bloody knows? Come on to the Slavia Prague game. Can't be any worse than that, can it? Big game, very big game. We win it, happy days, we're into the last 16, we're surprising everyone. We lose it, our season is suddenly going off a bit of a cliff. Miguel Silva and Mane are both very tired and won't be able to start. There's no way in hell I'm starting Dorez after the last game. He's going to have to work quite hard to get back into the team. This is the team. This is the team we're going to go with. The home leg. We beat him away from home. Just don't let me down, boys, alright? Don't let me down. Not now. Not after everything I've done for you over the years, okay? I'm saying it now, this is my last season here. You let me down against Porto. You let me down, and you know you did. You know you did, alright? Not today. No silliness. Giunti has been on a fairly long run without a goal. Has he? Jesus Christ, Antonio. What's going on with you, boy? He hasn't scored in 7 games. We win today, suddenly we're laughing. We're into the last 16 of European competition, which you catastrophically cannot call a failure. Giunti, if he scores from here, we'll all be laughing. DiMarco, happy days. What were we all worried about? This is what you like to see. Games like this, where the first 20 minutes you're having a lot of shots and it's all you. You're like, cool, we're definitely better than this lot. Lacasio getting a rare start today. DiMarco hits the post. He's on fire. Don't let him get an away goal. To be honest, I think somewhere I've let myself down in this series, playing off camera and on camera, is I've got less and less tactical. And by that I mean like making decisions in the middle of a game. I kind of save it, please, Thiago Mark. For God's sake. I was going to say, I kind of let games just play sometimes, it feels like. And other times, like last episode, I make far too many tactical decisions. This game, once we're 1-0 up at home, the minute they get an away goal, it's a bit nervy. I should have shut up shop a bit once we went 1-0 up there. I'm learning how to play Football Manager better throughout this series by failing, it feels like. But, I mean, at half-time, don't look at the scoreboard, don't think the job is done, get back out there and do more. I'm still really angry we lost that league game. Sporting Lisbon aren't great. Benfica and Porto are bloody good. Sporting Lisbon are not. They're the games you have to win if you're going to keep up with Sporting Lisbon. You can afford to lose the big games if you win those ones. Pavel is going to get a run out. Come on, Pavel, don't let me down. But to lose against Lexios, to lose against Famalicão, we're just dropping really stupid points lately. I might need a team meeting. But the difficult thing is the team are expected to come like 14th. So whenever I do a team meeting, they're like, what do you want from us? You know, we expect to come 8th. It's one of those unrealistic, annoying things about Football Manager. The players we've got are good enough to finish top 5. We're doing well. We are finishing top 5 almost every year. But the players just don't seem to realise it. So if you try and tell them to finish above 13th, they all start crying and getting angry. So it makes it an even more difficult task. Nothing has happened in this second half. Absolutely nothing. If they score, I'll be upset. Vilca, though, on his return from injury, seals the deal, baby. Rodrigo Vilca. Whew. Socrates Jr. has come in to replace Vilca when he leaves. Vilca and Amang have really helped us with those loan moves, haven't they? But Vilca's turned up here and said, wait, I'm still the man. For the rest of this season, I'm back from injury now. Get out my way, Socrates Jr. What a fight that would be. The tiny Peruvian playmaker versus the giant Brazilian. A minute to go. I mean, is this game over? It is game over. More comfortable than I imagined. It's a shame the first game was so horrible, and that one was so straightforward with hardly any highlights, but another 137k? We're into the next round. Let's find out who we're going to be playing on camera together, hopefully. Here we go. The second round draw. This is when good teams come into the mix. We are one of the lowest seeds, but also there's still quite a lot of rubbish in here. Dundalk are in this still. Fair play to Dundalk. They are clearly flying. Give me Dundalk. Give me Dundalk and I can probably get us into the quarterfinals. Let's move ourselves there for while this goes on. Villarreal, don't want them. That's good. That's 2 good teams out of the way. Dundalk, come on. Shit, that's 2 bad teams out of the way. I'll take that. No, this suddenly there's almost only good teams left. Bruges, Gladbach are out the way. Don't give me Arsenal. Don't give me Arsenal. Shakhtar out. Oh, this is nerve-wracking, isn't it? Cagliari, Krasnodar. Suddenly there's only good teams. Don't give me Arsenal. Okay, Başakşehir. I have no idea if we'd be favourites for that or not. I won't lie. How have Başakşehir done in recent history? Right, they've come 3rd in the Turkish Super League the last 2 years in a row. So Başakşehir is who we will take on. And when are we playing them? Pretty soon. We'll do the same again. We'll play Sporting Lisbon first, and then we'll play Başakşehir, and that will all... I'm right in the way, aren't I? Getting really good at making videos at this point. We will play next episode Sporting at home in the first leg, which is a massive game. If we win it, we still have a chance at 3rd. If we lose it, it's the Europa League we're aiming for. And then we'll play the second leg against Başakşehir, hopefully with a lead from the first leg. But the way we're playing, look at this. We have not had 2 wins in a row for months now. We've just won or lost every game. This was a draw technically, but we won on penalties. I just say that because I want to be open and honest with you at all times. If you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below all good stuff. Comment down below, how do you address a slide like this? Where you're performing above expectations, but you're like falling down to the mean. Because it hurts. It's really hard to... I don't know about you, it's the most frustrating thing on Football Manager where you're like, why aren't you doing how you were recently? Anyway, if you did enjoy, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Have a lovely weekend, everyone. Chill out. Follow me on Twitch. It will be in the description. I'll probably try and stream at some point this weekend. And as always, arrivederci. Stay safe.